Okay. The Lord spoke to me about a subject I think that needs to be expounded upon, and that is, He told me that I know me, Parkview, to open the door and let Him come in. And He was saying, I didn't understand that, but He says that I've been standing and knocking at the door of the church, and seemed like nobody hears me um, and won't open the door. Um, I'm trying to get in my house, and nobody wants to open the door. And he says it goes all the way back to Revelation when Jesus says that, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." He says, "If any man hear my voice, and open the door, I will come in to him, and I will sup with him. I have fellowship with him, and he have fellowship with me." And what I'm saying is it's just a good time to open the door and let Jesus in. We have allowed everybody to come in the house except Christ. And we are trying to get everybody in the house except Christ. And he was saying that I need to come in, that you got to open up and let me in. Because if I don't come in the house cannot stand. Uh, and he says that tell them that they first of all need to open up their heart and open up their spiritual ears so that they can hear my voice. And they won't open the door to let me in unless they open up their heart. And they cannot hear my voice unless they are in the spirit. So God is saying, open up the door and let him in. We out there, we're trying to bring people in the house instead of bringing them to Christ. And so he says, open up the door and let me in your heart, and I will bring them in the house. They first of all got to get me in their heart, and I'll bring them in the house. So it's just, I need to say this, and I'm going to, this is all I got to say is about this is that we need to watch who you let in your house. And not just in the church, but in your house. I mean, you need to watch who you let in your heart. You need to watch who you let in your physical house as well as your spiritual house. You need to be careful who you allow to come in the house. So don't just open your door to anybody. Nobody opens their door to somebody that they don't know. So in order for you to open your door to Christ, you got to get to know him. In order to let him come in the house, you need to get to know him and know who he is that you allow him to come in the house. And you got to be Christ. Life would get better. I believe the world would get better if we would just open the door and let him in. Even in the White House, we need to let Jesus in the house. We call it the White House, but we need to let Christ in the White House so he can turn the White House to Christ's house. Because there's too many demons in the house. So we need to open the door and let him come in. We got everything going on. We think we got it going on, and we think we got it together. But Jesus says that you wretched, miserable, poor, blind, and naked. And so, why? He said, because I'm not in the house. You know, I'm not in the house. And we still trying to operate as usual. But as usual is no more. Normal is out the door. And the norm is not anymore. And Jesus says, I'm not operating, um, I'm not coming to the church and break in. You got to invite me in. And we like to invite everybody in the house except Christ. We like to invite the demons. We like to invite the Satan. We like to invite the Jezebel except Christ. And so I'm saying that he said, open the door. And I'll come in and sup with you. I have fellowship with you. And where I am, it says that blessings will come. And we wonder why. Don't seem like we're being blessed, but maybe the blesser is not in the house. And if the blesser is not in the house, blessings just won't come. So all I'm saying is open the door of your heart. Open the door because we are the church. And if you open the door of our heart, everything will go right in the building. If we let him in, then we give it some division and bitterness and hatred and wickedness and you know that's going on in our church today. We have more unity and more love. So open the door. Jesus told the church in Revelation that he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the church. You can't hear what the Spirit is saying unless you have a spiritual ear. Open the door, preacher, pastor, people, servant. Open the door. Get rid of your titles and get rid of your accolades and let Jesus come in and be who he's supposed to be in his house. It's his house, not yours. Not mine, not the deacons, not the pastor, not the trustees. But Jesus says, my church, on this rock I will build my church. It was all about his church. But we have made it our church. Get out the way and let him in. We kicked him out. Why would he have to stand at the door of his own church knocking to get in? He's saying, let me in. I want to fellowship with you. Let me in. I want to come in and show you the right way. Let me in. Let Jesus come in to your house, to your church, to your life, in your heart. So much can be said about that because we try to do things on our own, and Jesus has already said, without me, you can do nothing. So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of worthless churches because Christ is not in the house. Thank you. Open the door. That's it.